Hello and welcome to beautiful Skip Wilson Field here in Ambler, Pennsylvania, the home of Arcadia University Baseball and this weekend's College DreamStream powered by BFA Sports Baseball U Philly, GameChanger, and BFA Productions. Why not? Doug Stasic joined behind the backstop here at home plate, along with my son, Doug E. Stasic. So a family affair as we're getting ready for session number 2. 3 teams, Doug.
Yeah, we got the Hurricanes today. We have, I believe it's South Jersey Ascent, and we have the South Jersey Young Guns, a team that I'm all too familiar with, playing them countless times.
Oh, yeah. Young Guns going way back. Lots of tradition here out on the field. It's the 17U Hurricanes out of Pennsylvania. And it looks like Flynn Carroll going to be the first as we go into the defensive portion of the showcase here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. All right, so they're testing out the Fungo machine. So instead of hitting the ball, they're just going to launch it out of the confines of the infield here in Arcadia. And again, Skip Wilson Field, actually the former home of Temple University baseball.
And just an observation here, we're looking out at right field. You can kind of see the shadow cast underneath Flynn here. They're going to have a little added element of the sun that the first group didn't have, standing in right field. You know, you see the sun setting back in the background behind our 10 over here to the left, so it's definitely going to be in their eyes.
Yeah, so Flynn Carroll doing a nice job getting things rocking and rolling, and we'll have a update of his velo on the throw. So we have a coach down on the field with radar, and at the end of his session, you'll hear it come over the loudspeaker right into your ear. So Doug, you're a St. Augustine Prep alum, and a fellow alum is running the Fungo unit right now. Del Val University head coach Kyle Lindsay.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I'm sure you remember, Del Val was the school I looked at when exploring my options to further my baseball career. Ended up deferring to University of Tampa down in Florida. But nonetheless, nice campus over there, great coaching staff. I know Kyle's a great guy. I just had a conversation with him today, so nice that he's out here helping out.
Yeah, he's got a front row seat looking for some additions to the team, and Flynn Carroll getting quite a few reps out here. Central Buck South rising senior, 1080 SAT, 3.5 GPA.
Hogenauer, that's a 74 for last guy. This is number 19, Hogenauer.
All right, so you heard 74 on the velo throw, and Will Hogenauer, soon to be senior at Central Bucks West as well. 3.8 and an SAT that nor you or I could achieve, son. 1310.
Don't count me too short. I believe I had a 1270 there. So
it's not 1310.
Yeah, it's fairly close if you want to play that game.
All right, well, nonetheless, Hoover got the good leveraging frame, 6 foot, 155 pounds. Doing a nice job positioning himself under the ball to get in throwing position and firing away. So the outfielders will be throwing to third and home.
And they're actually throwing from pretty deep out there in right field. Very deep. I mean, the fence, the pole there says 330. I know our camera guys are out there, and you see Charles Hope behind Will, and he's about 10 feet from the wall, or 5 feet rather. So these kids are throwing the ball all the way in at least 300 feet from right field.
So Hogenauer. This ball's jumping out of his hand. I mean, it's quite easy.
On target, too.
78 for Will Hogenauer.
And that's going to be a pretty strong velo from the outfield. You know, you get the larger numbers when you're throwing from the infield. Obviously, you're running into your throw, just getting it across the diamond far. Oh, wow, that's a nice shot.
It's a hose.
Far, less distance on a throw from the infield, so the outfield numbers are a little bit lower than you'd expect from the infield, but wow.
And it's Billy Zentmeyer.
And Zenmeyer through the air twice, like we're just talking about that wall, across the diamond, 320 feet out there.
He's accelerating in the classroom as well. 1380 SAT, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Going to be curious to hear about his velo because he is throwing it on a seed.
This isn't the first time we've seen some players lose their hat out there and leave it off while they're taking the fly balls. The wind's coming in pretty strong.
Oh, you're a big fan of the flow. I mean, Zentmeyer's got some pretty good locks going there.
Yeah, it definitely does. Big fan of the style.
Showing good athleticism, man. This guy's got good balance in all of his catches and throws, setting himself up so nice.
81 for Zentmeyer.
There it is.
54 Carr, Mid-Atlantic Hurricanes.
So 81 miles an hour for Zentmeyer.
And that's our strongest throw of the day, I believe, from the outfield, even in the first group.
Gonna give way to Matt Carr, and I'm gonna tell you, I think Valentine from the New Jersey Savages, it was at 85.
Oh, from the outfield, right? Yeah, I must have had those mixed up with
lefty.
an infield. Oh yeah, that is correct. That was the 85 lefty.
Matt Carr, 3.8 GPA, 1120 SAT, standing at 5'9", 165 pounds. Senior is also uncommitted, something that we've added to the graphics in the 22 campaign. Had a lot of coaches ask us, they got interested in a player, then find they're a little late to the party, so this will make it a little bit clearer. Most of the guys you're going to see in the DreamStream series events are uncommitted, which is why they're still out here, but we are going to feature a couple players in the games this weekend that have already found their home, and we're proud to be a part of all the action.
For Carr.
79, radioed in.
62 Petrie, Mid-Atlantic Hurricanes.
Some nice throws from Petrie on the money. Accuracy is up there for sure.
So Petrie, a lot of guys out of that area. Another CR South guy. 5'11", 175, 4'3", 1240 on the SAT. So high academics coming out of Coach Greg's camp. A lot of communication by the catcher. So I don't know if 16 is a Mid-Atlantic. It's his teammate down there, but
Definitely less catchers this time around.
yeah, the first group there was about, I think, like 10
Yeah.
or 11 catchers. So I'm sure we're going to see a bunch of guys. 73 for Petrie on the throwing velo.
Number 11 Blanche from Ascent.
Moving on to Ascent. Ascent located in Pennsylvania, Garnet Valley. And Pat Blanche is up first at the Conrad School of Science in Delaware. You can see multiple positions, which is why the graphic has a lot going on. I believe it makes him a pitcher, outfielder, and infielder.
Does a little bit of it all.
It's my translation, at least.
Yeah, we saw, at least with Fitzpatrick last time around, I know he was at a couple different positions. We saw Koenig, who plays all over the place. Good utility guy. And we got Blanche here.
Blanche, good low line throws right on the money into home plate, and just like most coaches want to see, instead of trying to sky it out, keeps it low and to the ground, use the back spin and keep it on a straight line as it head homes, and trust your catcher.
It sounded like 81. We can ask him again.
All right. Coach, you say 81 on that?
At 81. This is 20 Jones from Ascent.
It was 81 miles an hour for Pat Blanche, so he was throwing some flames out there. That brings up number 20, and that's Icon Jones, Sun Valley, Pennsylvania, 3.9 GPA. And got to say, leader in the clubhouse for best name that I've heard yet today.
For sure. Right on the money there.
Yeah, he made that look like silky easy. Wow. I mean, just look how relaxed this guy is. He's got a great build, athletic frame.
Again on the money.
He's got that, as I call it, the baseball magazine lower half. I mean, this guy that spends some time in the gym is pretty obvious. Got really big lower half. Looks like he can drive pretty well as he's throwing. But again, he's making it look effortless. There's got to be a lot more in the tank.
80 for Jones.
80 miles an hour on the velo for Jones.
22 Nelson for Ascent.
Moving on to number 22. Logan Nelson. Doesn't have to go far since Ascent is located in Garnet Valley. He's a senior right there in Pennsylvania. 3.4 GPA, stands just a shade under 6 foot.
Nice line, keeping it low on those throws. Ball getting there pretty quick.
Let's talk a little bit about it. I mean, you've been through the recruiting process. You've been some of these showcase type of events. Of course, when you were, they weren't video cameras all over taking every move. But I mean, what's the mindset? What are some of these guys thinking?
I mean, really, you know when you come in, you're not going to get too many reps in total. So, you know, you got to make every rep count. Sounds kind of cliche, but you have to treat it kind of cliche. You know, the same things I overheard coaches saying, you know, we run at Arcadia. I'm going to run out to all of our positions here on the showcase today. I mean, coaches are looking for that. So it's all about the hustle. Even when something doesn't go your way, you bobble a ball in the infield, you misplay a ball in the outfield. You can't show that, obviously. Overall, your character is going to come through to them as well, on top of your on-field abilities. So, you know, just be real personable and confident in your own ability. As we just heard, 79 miles an hour for Nelson.
So it brings up Mike Burnley from your alma mater, St. Augustine Prep, the rising senior.
Oh, yeah.
3.8 on the GPA. And showing off the cannon.
6 feet tall, 160. Got a good frame. Nice shot there, too. Quick one hop.
St. Augustine, long tradition of outfielders with big arms. I mean, Kevin Foreman, 2019 Or, I'm sorry, it was 2020.
Wow, really?
Yeah, 2020. And now just this year, 2022. Kyle Neareye. So Burnley got some good lineage there.
I had the pleasure of seeing Kyle my senior year, right before he kind of came up full time with the varsity squad. Definitely played with Kevin, good friends.
So Burnley showing it off. Really good transition. All his throws have been right on the money. That one going right into the catcher's glove quite easily. Down behind home plate.
You can feel the wind is picking up. It's actually blowing out towards right. So those throws are coming in against the wind as well right now.
78 for Burnley.
So Burnley with 78 on the velo. Finish off the outfielders for Ascent.
99 Wolf for Young Guns.
Chris Wolf out of Clearview Regional High School is the first outfielder for the South Jersey Young Guns. 3.99 GPA.
I wonder what happened when that 4.0. What's with that .0? And then again in high school you have the raised GPAs.
Weighted, yeah.
Weighted GPAs based off the honors classes. So
That is tough. So Wolf, big left arm. Get a chance to see him swing the bat. I wonder if he's one of those unicorns that throws left and swings right.
those are my favorite players. I talked a little bit about that when I was watching the hitting round from the last group, but even on video games like MLB The Show, something you look out for. Guy that can hit from the opposite side he's throwing. It always mixes it up a little bit. You can typically like to see the throws right, hits left. I like that kind of swing, but to each their own.
Wolf on point. You're right. He's got the shades on, but you can kind of tell he's not looking all the way up in the sun. He's still trying to kind of keep an angle to keep the brim of that hat somewhat down.
You can see the light reflecting off their face too.
77 on the velo for Wolf.
Number 3, Rodriguez, Young Guns.
Looks like we got 2 outfielders left here.
Number 3 for the Young Guns. Trying to give Chris Wolf a little extra love, but that's okay. They're teammates. There's Angel Rodriguez. That's RV.
RVRHS.
Not to be confused with Raritan Valley, since he's a South Jersey guy. It's Rancocas Valley Regional High School.
It's good on you for knowing that.
Yeah. That's what happens when you follow us at This Week in Baseball South Jersey on Twitter. Best baseball coverage there is in South Jersey. You should follow. I mean, since, you know, part of the family, and the family runs the page and runs the company, so I'm glad you're on point there, buddy.
Yeah, I do believe I follow.
Okay, good.
Started back in 2018.
That's it. Well, Rodriguez continuing to go to work. Good instincts, good first step. See, I like how he starts back. Especially in this environment where you kind of feel like, well, the fungo might come exactly where you want it.
Rodriguez.
And Rodriguez, 76 miles an hour.
I like Rodriguez's stirrups. Personally, I wanted to make a comment on that right before he went off the field, but big stirrups guy. Mine changed on the whole stirrup ordeal. I never really wanted to put them on along with my pants, but definitely went the other way with that. I'm a big fan nowadays.
So number 27 for the Young Guns. It's a mystery, I suppose. We did have some late additions with the Young Gun roster. We got it late, so no worries. We'll get it up for you.
His last name is Baker. We can see that from the camera.
Baker.
Yep.
The baseball throwing maker. Wonder if he's got an oven mitt. You know how everybody wears the mitts now? I gotta think. If you got a name like Baker, how can you not have a mitt when you're on the bases?
Maybe if you don't refer to it as an oven mitt.
Well, it is, though.
A little slim for the oven mitt, I'd say.
More functional. He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Good patience as he waits to get under the ball. Sometimes you see guys that they attack it too quickly, and then the next thing you know, they lose the momentum as they catch the ball. But he's really being deliberate and staying back behind it, planting his feet and able to get through.
Yeah, right there you see him do it again. Slow up, but he's still keeping his momentum forward. So even as he's catching the ball, he's still moving forward.
77 for Baker. And we're moving over to the infield. You're watching BFA Live Sports College DreamStream series powered by Baseball U Philly. Game Changer. And our friend Alex Trezza and his squad with Revolution Throwing. So we're going to take a quick step aside as we get reset. Looks like a gorgeous shot of the infield.
Yeah.
And we are good. Ready to go to the infield. Everyone's going to be taking the ball from shortstop in the hole. We're going to start with the Mid-Atlantic Hurricanes, number 13.
Really getting it zipping across the diamond there. Hear that pop of the glove.
And it's Joey Wilga. Wilga, the Central Bucks East, the rising senior, 3.9 GPA. Listed as a third baseman.
6'2", 225. Solid frame.
Yeah, it's not an easy guy to move around.
Here comes the slow roller part. Ooh, looking to barehand, and he does. On the money.
75 for 13.
So 75 miles an hour.
Number 2, Mid-Atlantic Hurricanes.
Number 2 for the Hurricanes.
Ty Pan. Shortstop. 4.0 GPA, 1230 SAT. 5'9", 150. And he's got that middle infield look to him.
Well, he's got rhythmic throwing.
Exactly. He's also taking his step slightly to the right and then following left. He's moving towards first base as he fields the ball. It's crucial. Louis Rios, shout out to Coach Rios. Embedded that in my head for a while.
One of the absolute best. You know, talk about rhythmic throwing, and that's one of the great things about our partners at Revolution Throwing. So they have a tool that you can pick up online, and it's the only rhythmic.
71 for 2.
So it's 71 miles an hour. It's the only.
Number 4, Mid-Atlantic Hurricanes.
It's the only rhythmic, repeatable way to train your arm path. Trains the arm path to get inside 90 degrees. Their hashtag is #inside90. So that eliminates the wear and tear on your arm, but it helps you to pump out better velo and better control on your throws, like Brooks Henderson is doing right now with a 5.0 GPA out of Father Judge.
Wow, 5.0. See right there. Now we're talking straight A's in all the honors courses.
Yeah. No days off. Just like the way he trains, I'm sure.
Big fan of the number he's rocking right now.
The old number 4.
Listed as a shortstop, though. I took 4 from my favorite second baseman of all time, Brandon Phillips, Cincinnati
70 for 4.
Reds.
Number 10, Hurricanes.
Henderson, 74 miles an hour across the diamond.
Aiden Golder, utility player. 3.5 GPA. He's uncommitted out of Central Bucks East. Good work there with the forced backhand. Smooth.
He's got that for it too. Nice pick at first base.
So 71 for Aiden Golderer. Now number 11.
He's sending missiles across the diamond. We try to get him up. Getting rid of the ball quickly, getting to the ball quickly, and delivering the ball quickly here.
It's Julio Emergiati, 2023 out of Central Bucks West. 4.0 GPA, 1370 SAT.
77 for number 11.
77 miles an
Number 2,
hour.
Ascent.
Heading over to Ascent as number 2 will get things started.
Nice pop in first baseman's glove. Love to hear that.
And Cooper Bryan out of Malvern Prep, 4.3 GPA. A very deeply talented school. Lots of tradition there at Malvern Prep, one of the state's top-ranked teams year after year. You know, I think that's tough too. Sometimes you're one of these top parochial or top private schools. You know, we talked about St. Augustine, we talked about Malvern Prep. Some of the guys that are on their roster, they never
Number 2.
72 miles an hour on the velo. A lot of times they got to wait their turn. So they might wait until they're upperclassmen before you get a chance to see them, and then therefore they end up still being available on the recruiting scene. So looking forward to watching him play some ball tomorrow.
It actually kind of is like the college routine as well. Some guys get recruited, you know, they're not expected to really make the roster first time around. Not make the roster, rather, I mean, be a starter. And you kind of have to wait your turn.
So Owen Yoder, 23 out of Avon Grove, Pennsylvania. Right there in Landenberg, 3.65 GPA. Stands at 5'10". One of my college roommates.
9 for 5.
One of my college roommates went to Avon Grove.
16, Coovis for Ascent.
And that brings up number 16. So fires through. And he goes, good job there over to his left is Nick Kovis at Bayard Rustin. I got to say, I've heard of a lot of schools. That's not one of them. So 3.83 with the 1190 SAT. Really like his movement. Good balance there. Got some little bit of air as he was crashing in for the slow roller.
34, Hollowell, Ascent.
34, Drew Hollowell out of Lower Marion. 4.7 GPA, 6 foot, 180 pounds. You want to take a guess at most famous athlete that played at Lower Marion?
No, I don't think I'd.
Are you serious?
What do you mean? I don't think it'd be close.
What is this, amateur hour? Kobe.
Oh, Kobe
Bean
Bryant. Okay. We're at a baseball showcase, and
Well,
you said the word athlete, I know, but you immediately had me thinking about
well,
baseball.
let's talk about Drew Hollowell instead. Doing a nice job here. Good balance. Going to the forced backhand there on the left. Good strong finish.
76 for Hollowell.
76 on the velo for Hollowell. Now it's number 7 for the Young Guns. Oh, quick release.
Yeah, very quick.
That's Christopher Smith, a Minuteman from Washington Township High School. The rising juniors sporting a 4.3 GPA.
Almost a nice dig over there by the first baseman trying to pick him up. He's got a 4.3 GPA.
Yeah, glad you're listening.
69 on the velo.
69 miles an hour on the velo.
17 McCarran, Young Guns.
Well, I am trying to get the measurables
Well,
down.
you should
what they're
let
needing.
everybody know, right? So we're charting the measurables, and we'll have top performer highlights later on and some graphics going up. Some of the standout players that you capture everybody's info. Colin McCarran, the infielder. Jackson Memorial, so he's a Jaguar. And he's heading into his junior campaign. Good soft hands there with the glove. I like the fact that he bent his knees to get down lower to get to the ball as opposed to just standing up and trying to stretch out.
Number 14, Kodish for Young Guns.
72 on the velo for Kodish and the Young Guns. Tyler Kodish out of Moorestown High School, a Quaker. 4.05 GPA.
Going to see the second baseman taking reps from shortstop. It's always fun. As a second baseman myself, every time I got out to shortstop, you don't really realize how far of a throw it actually is from the deep part back there. Kodish doing a good job nonetheless getting the ball over there.
67 on the velo.
So we're going to head over to the corner. First baseman, that is. So they're going to have a couple go to second as they pivot. A couple will be to third. And then, of course, the slow roller.
It's Coach Jimmy barking off orders, coordinating the event here.
Got a velo.
44 for the Young Guns.
Number 44.
All right, Dominic DeTavio.
Number 1 for the Young Guns. Lots of first basemen over here. Nick Burns out of Haddon Township High School. 3.5 GPA.
Coach, we have a velo 44.
44.
And Nick Burns continues to get it done here over at first base.
glove side spin from Burns.
Tyler Olszewski out of LaSalle College Prep. Got the on-field mic going as the guys are anxious to get ready to hit. Still got a couple catchers to go, so I'm going to part ways for a short amount of time as I'm going to go get the Rapsodo ready.
All right. I'll be taking over as your play-by-play. Well, maybe not play-by-play, since we're not calling a game here today. Number 44 for the Hurricanes, stepping in now. Jack Sawyer. Get the slow roller, spin glove side, nice throw to second. And I'm not sure if you could hear that, but 72 miles an hour, or 44. Jackson Sawyer, or Jack Sawyer, rather. Strong arm over there at first. I have a feeling that Ryan Zosoulis is going to have a similar reading. Strong arm over at first base. He gets a nice glove side spin delivery. And there it is, 71. So back-to-back Hurricanes first baseman showing off the arm. And that wraps it up for the first baseman, but I think we're going to quickly transition into watching the catchers. And if you're here for both of the groups today, you would know that the first baseman line was a little bit longer, considering the last group there was only 2. We had 5, I believe, first baseman this time around. But last time around we had about 8 to 10 catchers in all. We're going to have 4 this round here.
This is 16 Thomas, Hurricanes.
$16 for the Hurricanes. On the dish, getting ready here. So for the catcher's round, they're going to, stick and frame a few balls. And then we're going to get into some third base throws, some snaps down there, and then we're going to get to some second base throws naturally. Here we go to third. Nice shot there. Another one on the money. Down to second. Nice dig there. On number 2 from Ascent. Gonna get rid of some accessories there on the wrist. Nice block, drop throw to 1. Nice round there for 16. Believe the roster wasn't really updated at that point.
6 Ambrosio, Ascent.
What was that first catcher's velo again, Coach?
70.
All right, now we have Jake Ambrosia. Gonna take his shots down to third. He's on the Ascent squad, 3.5 GPA, 5'10", 160 pounds. Sporting number 6. Nice one there. Very quick pop time. If I had a stopwatch on me. But the coaches here have them all. Here comes the block in the third of first. Delivers a nice shot there. And there you have it, 78 miles an hour on the velo there from Jake Ambrosia. Very strong arm from the catcher. And we're going to have 44 for the Hurricanes, which I believe is Jack Sawyer. We did just see Jack. But he does it all. A little bit of catching now. 4.0 GPA, 1350 SAT, 5'9", 175 pounds. Firing down to second base, nice throw there. Another one. He's in a nice spot. It was a seed that time. Here comes the block in the third of first. Gets down in front of him. Nice job. 71 on the velo there.
9, Young Guns.
First Young Guns catcher. I believe it's the only Young Guns. Actually, well, maybe there's two. Cameron Simon, number 9. .4 GPA. Got a nice arm, as you can see there. Get that thing down to second quick. Here comes the block and the throw to first. Textbook block there from Simon. Delivers a strike. 74 on the velo for Simon. Strong arm from behind the plate. Very quick. What's his number? We're not sure. But yeah, what's his number? 13, maybe? Is it 18? Number 18 for the Young Guns here. Nice shot to second base. There's that block. The throw down to first.
72 on the velo.
72 on the velo. And that'll wrap it up for the catchers round. Does move fairly quick, especially when there's only 4 catchers this time. And we're going to head to break while they prepare to take the field for hitting. So while they set up the L screens, we'll step away, and we'll be back here on BFF. And we are back here with the hitting portion. I reassure you that is the first pitch that was just thrown. Happened to catch it right at the perfect time. We have number 19 for the Hurricanes. I believe this is Will Hogenhauer. Some nice balls pieced out to the outfield. Another line drive to finish that off there. 6 feet tall, 155 for Will. Stepping in, we got number 22 for the Hurricanes, Billy Zentmeyer, or Meyer. Some nice wood on the ball here. 89 on the exit velo. 0.8. Billy had a 1380 SAT. That'll bring up Matt Carr to the plate. Working pretty quick here in this first round. Now one drilled right back at the L screen. And there's Carr finishing it off. Strong round. Very consistent with the launch angle, exit velo. Now we're going to see Owen Yoder. .93.5, 91.8 on the exit velo for Owen. Nice clean swing. 3.65 GPA, 5'10", 165. Very clean swing, nice follow through. Consistent results that first round. Now we are going to have number 11, Pat Blanche. I'm taking note, yeah. 90 miles an hour there from Blanche. Very consistent round there from Blanche. As Logan Nelson, his teammate, will step in the box. Outfielder, number 22. Starting all around hot. 87.1 on the first swing. There's it is, 89.4. Drills that one out to center. 5'11", 175, 3.4 GPA for Logan. And there it is, 91.3. Hardest hit of the round is the last hit. Now we have Mike Burnley stepping in the box. St. Augustine Prep Hermit. Nice 85-mile-an-hour shot from Burnley. He puts that one out to center. 6 feet tall, 3.8 GPA. Nice frame. Lines that one right back against the L screen. 93.7 back at the L screen for Burnley. So some good measurables there. Now it looks like we're going to have number 27 for the Young Guns, Baker, Dylan Baker. Nice shot right back out the middle. Quick round for Dylan. Now we have a lefty, so we're going to have to take a brief pause here to reposition the camera and make sure that we have the angle right. Happened last time. It'll probably happen a few more times before we're done this round of hitting. Cute little cameo from the boss, moving the stuff, the equipment around, as Charles is making sure. Shots all lined up for our left-handed batter. You gotta wonder what kind of pressure this puts on the lefties, having the delay before they take their BP round. Nonetheless, getting it started here. Number 8, Flynn Carroll. Need some good wood on the ball. Ooh, put that one out there in the right field. Didn't get a read there, but I did see an 86 or 7 mile an hour line drive from Carroll that round. 82 and 84 for number 62. That's Ryan Petrie. Very consistent exit velo here from Petrie. Hammering the ball hard. I believe all 5 of those swings were recorded between 81 and 84.3 miles per hour off the bat. So now we're going to see Icon Jones take his left-handed swing. Outfield to first sent. It's a nice 83.7 mile an hour liner. 84.9. So a lot of consistency here in the outfield. Very clean swing from Icon. 84.2, and then he lines that one in the right field. So a very consistent round from Icon Jones. Sporting number 20. Now we have Angel Rodriguez of the Young Guns. 76 miles an hour from the outfield. Nice arm. Which means that this must be Chris Wolf. Definitely a good handful of lefties in this round of BP. Didn't have as many last time, so the camera was getting switched around far more than it is right now, as Wolf hits a couple nice line drives, 84 and 81 miles an hour alike. Put that one into left center, high in the air, 82 miles an hour. Nice shot there, and then we'll hit a liner to right. So those 4 swings all within a few miles an hour. Crushed. That's a nice consistent round of hitting from the lefties. Now we're going to be back at the top. Another round of hitting. This time, well, this time, it's the same time. It's going to be Will Hogenhauer leading us off here in round 2. 3.8 GPA, 1310 SAT, 6-foot frame, and a 78 mile an hour throw from the outfield. Very strong display from right as he hits an 87 mile an hour line drive. Definitely a nice swing there. He got a good piece of it for his last swing. 87.1. That'll be his best of the day on his last swing of the day. Some good measurables. Now we're going to have Billy Zentmeyer. Meyer. I think I said that again. The mayor. Pardon me. 3.5, 1380 SAT, 6 feet tall, eerily similar to Will Hogenhauer. He had an outfield velo of 81 miles per hour from right. Cannon on him, as that one reads 106 off the bat. .54 stepping into the box. That'll be Matt Carr. Starts off lining one to left. And we're just going to have to hold up real quick because the measurables went down. Get them right back up and running. Matt Carr, 3.8 GPA, 1120 SAT, 5'9", 165. Getting the single signal that we're all good to go. Matt Carr resuming his hitting round. Nice 87-mile-an-hour bomb to center he launched. 92.8 there to close the round. This is 11, Pat Blanche. Had a strong hitting round last time up, 90 miles an hour off the bat. And he's crushed the ball every time here. He had 85s across the board that round. 86 to finish it off. Blanche, 81 miles an hour from the outfield as well. Can't forget to note that. As now we have, I believe, Logan Nelson, 22, 93.4 miles per hour there. 3.4 GPA, 5'11", 175. Sporting number 22. Team Ascent. Nice liner in the left end around there. 87 off the bat. .25. We're going to have Mike Burnley back up here at the dish. St. Augustine Prep. 6 feet tall. Hit a ball 93.7 miles per hour last time up. Starting off strong. An 80-mile-an-hour line drive. He lines another one short. Coming at 86. So putting good bat on the ball. Solid exit velo. And that one's right back at the screen again. 85-7. So quality hitting round from Burnley. Now the young guns are going to step back in. Because we have Dylan Baker. Nice 78-mile-an-hour liner. Clearview Regional High School, 3.9 GPA, 5'9", 140. Hits a couple balls to right. And with Baker's round concluding, we're going back to the lefties. Should be a more efficient switch this time around, having done it before. And now we know what's in store because the round's closing out with all lefties. I think there's 5 total hitters. We'll see 25 pitches here. You can see a nice shot there. Several of the college coaches coming out to see the event here. And we're going to start with Flynn Carroll. Nice ball rip there. So we're going to have to take a short, we're going to have to pause for a short period of time just to reset the metrics. This will be Ryan Petrie. .43 GPA, 1240 SAT. Yep. Holt's telling it. Got to make sure that it's all good. Again, I believe it's because starting to pick up the pace in the batting practice. This is not typical for coaches to have to wait in between pitches so long. I feel as if somebody should inform coach out there who's throwing the pitches, because if he doesn't know, he's going to continue throwing the same rate. It's not going to get any better. But we continue as an 88-mile-an-hour ball off the bat of Petrie. Here comes Icon Jones into the box. Very consistent round last time. Lines that one in the right to start it off. 88.8 miles per hour. Nice take there. .86, even on the one that's skied in the right. Very consistent from Icon. Showing some power there, driving the ball to deep center. And he'll top out at 88.8 that round. We're going to the young guns. Number 3, Angel Rodriguez. .76 miles an hour from the outfield. There's an 81.4. And an 82.3 from Rodriguez. And we'll get into our last batter from the first group of hitters here in the second group of teams for the showcase. Chris Wolf, 99, 3.99 GPA. Puts that one hard in the right field. And that one's going to go right off the L screen. And there it is. Nice ball hit the right field by Wolf to end it. And it'll be fair. 2 hops the wall. 82.4 there. So quality round of hitting there. And we're going to... Some of the players are going to pick up some balls. Get them ready for coach to throw the next round of BP, presumably to the infielders. And we're going to take a short break while they do so here on BFA. Alrighty, we are back here. Another round of batting practice. Coach Kyle Lindsay will be throwing the ball this time around. And we'll be starting off with number 13 for the Hurricanes, Joey Wilga. 91.6 off the bat. So Wilga, strong performance so far, and that ball is deep to center. Really deep, 94.4, and that one almost left the yard. Wow, really strong round from Wilga there. Now we are going to see number 11. 82.5 miles an hour there from Julio Ermigiati. 85.8 there. He lines another one in the center. 90 on that one, 90.5. Taipan, number 2, steps in now. Got a 4.0 GPA, 1230 SAT. Ball's poked out to the right. Gets a nice line drive right back to the yellow screen. 82.9 there as he lines another one in the left for the end of the round. Now we have number 10. Aiden Golderer. .5 GPA. And there he goes, the 77.5. Brooks Henderson steps in. 87.6 there. It's out in the gap. 87.3. To right field, very consistent. For this Hurricanes 17U squad. And now we're going to go to Ascent. Number 5. Owen Yoder. He lines that one out to center. Now we will see number 16, Nick Kovis. .84 on the read there. 3.83 GPA, 1190 SAT. 5'10", 160 out of Bayard Rustin. 86.5 on that last swing. Now we're going to see number 34, Drew Hollowell. 4.7 GPA, 6 feet tall. Almost put that one over the wall there on the 85. Ooh, put a good swing on that one. Right at the wall, 88.6 his best swing. Now we're going to see Tyler Kodish, number 14 for the Young Guns. .80 miles an hour on that one. Get some good swings on the ball. Puts that one out to center to close out his round. Now we're going to see Christopher Smith. 4.3 GPA. He's lining the ball out to right center. Out of Washington Township High School. Joey Wilga back up in the box. .96.1 his hardest exit velo. He's trying to put one out, and he follows it up with a 97.3 mile an hour exit velo. Some real good swings from Joey Wilga, first and second round. Now we're going to see Julio. What? Say it now. Okay. I did talk about his size the last time he was up. And Migliotti lining balls right in the center. Consistently over 80 on those swings. We're going to quickly grab some balls. Help coach out. Sun's not set yet, but there is an overcast, so little breeze here in PA. And Ty Pan is going to step into the box. .4 GPA, 1230 SAT. .59, 150. He's squaring up the ball good here. Putting it to the gap. Good piece of hitting there for that last swing. 83.8. That'll be his best swing of the day. as we see number 10, Aiden Golderer. 5'8", 120, 3.5 GPA. Getting some good backspin on the ball. Nice 82.4 mile an hour hit to end his round. As Brooks Henderson steps in. The ball pretty hard last time up. Continuing to do so right now. He yanks that one in the left. And his round is over. Now we have number 5, Owen Yoder. Put that one into the gap out there. Nick Kovis. Standing in and taking his second round of batting practice. Some nice balls he hit last time around. The 86 mile an hour range. Got some good spin on that one. There he goes. There's a nice few hard balls before his teammate steps up. We're number 34, Drew Hollowell. 4.7 GPA. Got a good piece of that one there, deep center. 6 feet tall. 89.2 on the exit velo there. And lines 1, left side. Now we have Tyler Kodish. Second baseman out of Morristown High School, 4.05 GPA. He's in and out. And in steps number 7, Christopher Smith. He's getting some good swings in here. Chris Smith. Puts that one back up the middle. Shout out to Nick Penza. Getting a shot with the last group of hitters before they take the field. We're going to get some guys picking up some baseballs. in between rounds. Get us ready for the last round of hitting. Well, 2 rounds, last group of hitters. They'll get their last licks in today. Now we are going to see Tyler Thomas up first. And that ball's high and deep to left, first swing. .71. Gets a nice piece of that one. 89.3. Goes deep into center. I'll line that one into left center now. Nice round of hitting from Tyler Thomas. Now we have number 44, Jack Sawyer. Got a good piece of that one. High and deep to left. 3 nice swings down that round there. And now we're going to see number 6 for Ascent, Jake Ambrosia. 90.1 miles an hour on his first swing. Line that one out to center. Got a good piece of that. Pulled it out to left. It's deep to the wall. And now I want to go on the ground. A short lasered though. 87 mile an hour grounder there. Now we got number 2, Cooper Bryan. 97.9 on that first swing. Out of Malvern Prep, 4.3 GPA. That one's going to be taken inside. He'll turn on that one. It's deep to left center, 95.2 that time. And he'll put another one right back out there, 91. So a good piece of hitting there. Is now we're going to see number 17 for the Young Guns, Colin McCarron. Step in and get his hacks in. .5 miles an hour there. 85.8. 3.575 GPA for McCarron. As he lines an 86.9 mile an hour line drive right back at the pitcher. Now we're going to see number 1 for the Young Guns, Nick Burns. It's down in the right. And that one goes on the ground, left side. Now we're going to get the lefties in. Number 26, Ryan Zosulis for the Hurricanes. We'll start this one out, putting that ball into center field. 6'2", 195 for Ryan. 84.6 mile an hour line drive into right field. Will follow it up. Another liner out there to right. 93.9. Got some power. Living in the gap. Now we're going to see number 51 for Ascent. Tyler Olszewski, 5'9", 88.2 mile an hour hit there. As he's starting to piece the ball deep to center. Almost left the yard straight away center there, 92.4 off the bat. Put another one right back out there to center. 92.8. That one's deep into the gap. Nice round of hitting there from Olszewski. Now we have number 9 for the Young Guns, Cameron Simon. Put that one right back up the middle. .74 off the bat. And we'll line that one back up the middle as well. And number 18 for the Young Guns. Did we ever get that kid's name? Zachary Mornell. 84.1. 84.5. Very consistent here off the bat on Mornell. There's the 85.9. On that swing. We got number 44 for the Young Guns. Dominic Datavio, 85 miles an hour off the bat. 93.5 there. He's going to put that one right back at the pitcher. And they're going to flip the camera again. And stepping in first, we'll get the catchers again, back-to-back for the Hurricanes, 17U squad. First is going to be Tyler Thomas. Strong hitting last time. Let's see it one more time. He's starting off pretty consistent in the ball hard. .5 off the bat there. And we'll put that one into right center, pretty deep. And then we're going to get number 6, or rather 44, Jack Sawyer. Got a good piece of that one. Line in the left. Nice swing, compact. Quick to the ball. Had a nice 83.6 line drive 2 swings ago. That one's high. To left field. Now we're going to see number 6 for Ascent, Jake Ambrosia. Last time up at about 90 miles an hour. He'll put one into the gap right there, starting off this round strong. Some good fundamentals. 3.5 GPA, 5'10", 160. There he gets a hold of that one down the left field line. Does stay fair at the wall. 84 miles an hour on that line drive out to the left. Cooper Bryan, 97.7 on that liner. He hit one 97.9 his first time up. Very consistent, hitting the ball very hard. That one's deep out to center field. Way back. 2 hops the wall. That's out to left field. Back. And caught at the wall. Cooper Bryan. Impressive hitting display here. As we're going to move on to Colin McCarron with the Young Guns. He puts that one hard on the ground. 88.3. Right back, same spot. And I'll finish up by putting one out to right field. 84 miles per hour. We're going to see Nick Burns again, one more time. Some good bat on the ball there, 82.4. Nice shot out to center. I'll put that one right up back against the L screen, 82.2. I hear him calling Zos by some of his teammates out there. As Ryan Zosulis steps in. We're going to see Coach get some more balls to throw to the rest of these lefties. In the last round of hitting here at Arcadia for the first day on this college DreamStream series. Ryan hitting the ball fairly hard last time around, 93.9 as he just tattoos 190 there to the right center. Gap almost gets to the wall there. And I'll do it again. Loves that right center gap. Tattooing baseballs over there. And now we'll see number 51, Tyler Olszewski. He had a nice showing last time and he was swinging the bat. Hit a ball 92.8. He's got a 3.3 GPA, 5'9", 200 pounds. He peppers a ball 91 miles an hour that time. Some leather being flashed out there by the Hurricanes' second baseman, or playing second base during BP. Tyler Olszewski hits another ball to right field. Another solid round. And we'll see number 9 for the Young Guns now. Cameron Simon. Put that one on the ground towards second. Hard hit ball. .4 GPA for Cameron. Height says not available. But just using the eye test, I'd say he's about 5'11". And we're going to see number 18, Zachary Mornell, get his last licks in. .86 miles an hour there, .1. .87 as Zachary Mornell has a day. One hops the wall out there in right field with that last shot. And we'll see 44, Dominic DeTavio for the Young Guns. 3.5 GPA. Nice frame. Hitting the ball hard, 88.4 there. He hit a ball 93.5 last time around. Staying consistent with his swing. Staying consistent in the velo. And there was the last swing, it appears, of the showcase, day 1. So they're going to pick up the balls here, and I believe pack it up. And if I'm not mistaken, that'll wrap up our stream here for day 1 at Arcadia, here with the College DreamStream series presented by Baseball U Philly, GameChanger, and BFA Productions. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and we'll be right back here at Arcadia tomorrow at 8 a.m. for Game 1 of the showcase here on BFA.